finally going to go to the studio and do my own shtick.
Very exciting. What about number 2? Never let anyone see you eating food while in drag.
Agreed.
I agree.
How about number 3? Never wear your own hair. Although you wear your own hair.
Yeah, I kind of
That's a catch-22. That's a double-edged sword. Like if you do it right, yes. If you do it wrong, no.
Gotcha. Okay. This one is one of my favorites. Always feature false eyelashes.
Agreed.
Yes.
You never know when there's a flash going in the camera, snapping a picture, and you have to look your best.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's an illusion. Like
Judy Garland did it best.
exactly, darling.
Now let me ask, what kind of advice would the two of you give to up-and-coming young drag queens or somebody that's interested in perhaps exploring that?
Do your homework. Go out there, study different queens, figure out what you like and don't like about yourself, practice, tuck some money away because drag is expensive.
Sure.
Before you want to start, go out shopping 6 months before and put together a routine and a wardrobe and just be fierce.
Do what comes when we do.
Yes, but do it right or don't do it at all.
And finally, ladies, let me just tell you, the most important rule that RuPaul has, the most important, be kind. He says there are enough bitchy queens.
You should know.
Well, I'm sure she would agree with me that certain people can pull it off and certain people can't. But yes, it's better to laugh with people instead of at people.
Absolutely. Speaking of pulling it off, on page 90 here, RuPaul talks about how he has never had a wig come flying off unceremoniously. Has either of
Lucky
you?
for him.
Yeah. Have you ever lost?
I don't know if I believe that one.
Somebody tried to rip my wig off, but I wasn't wearing a wig. It was my real hair. I ended up tangling up right on stage.
God.
Yeah, this is a long time ago, back in Fort Lauderdale days.
What about a high heel? Did you ever lose a shoe
Oh, yes, definitely.
on stage? I've seen performances where you've actually kicked your shoes off. You just
Yes.
go all crazy,
Have
get the
to.
spirit up in
That's
you.
the best thing, yes. Let it go.
And what about you, Marsha?
I've never.
Never lost a shoe?
No, girl. These size 16s are strapped
Stapled on.
Yes,
That
they're
was
bolted to my feet. Yeah.
That was my next question. I was going to ask what size you wear as
I
a man,
wear
as a woman.
petite 16.
Well, can you get them up here on the bar so we can get a
Yeah,
shot?
like a car.
Oh my gosh,
there's more
look
leather
at
there
those
than
shoes.
Yes.
That must add, what, 6 inches to
They're
you?
7.5.
7.5?
About
Kinda
30
thick.
pounds.
And then with the hair,
The hair, I'd say I'm almost 9 foot today.
I wouldn't,
Yes.
The hair's
I'd
kind of
agree.
it's a little fallen.
I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah. It's,
Fallen.
all right. Well, RuPaul actually guessed what size shoe.
14.
14, dead on the money. Absolutely. All right, ladies, there is another very important piece of advice that I think this really would apply to anybody. He says, don't ever take your heels off in public and walk around barefoot while carrying them. Quite frankly, it makes you look trashy.
Just like that girl in that high school dance that you thought she was so cute, and then after she took her shoes off, you thought she was trashy. Honey.
She was over.
Over it.
Darling, I totally agree. I yell
can't
at girls.
wear 'em, don't
No.
wear 'em.
Well, number one, if you've been in drag for more than several hours, your feet swell, and getting them back on is very difficult.
yeah.
And number two, it's just tacky.
It's very tacky.
It's very tacky. I worked on the Gateway Clipper years ago, and we would do proms, and all these little snotty girls wouldn't tip us, so they would have all their shoes on the floor, and they'd go out and dance, and they were really rough. So me and a few other people would take one shoe and we'd throw it in the river, honey. And at the end of the night, all these girls are running, where's my shoe? I don't know what happened to your shoe.
Anybody that's looking for their shoe,
It's
now
in
you
the
know what happened
Pond
to it.
River.
Yeah. So never take your shoes off. RuPaul says it makes you look tacky.
It is tacky.
Do you hear that, Brittany?
Around.
And every cast member on Jersey Shore, leave your shoes on. Well, ladies, what I think we should do now is maybe do a little impromptu photo shoot. Like have a little catwalk session. I'll get a couple of shots. We'll have some photos, great memories of this event, and then we will make the phone call to RuPaul to talk to him about season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race and his new book, Working It, RuPaul's Guide to Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Style. Okay.